I wasn't in the bowlers meetings, but it's pretty obvious that he's strong on the legs, and also the nature of the wicket is different. It was gripping a bit, so you could bowl slow balls a little bit wide, and it was harder to hit. So it looked like that was the plan. Yeah. Yeah. For us, it's just been a case of, if you look at all of the batters in the top 6, maybe apart from MS, who's been really consistent throughout the competition, everyone's found it different to get consistency, and we've just put it down to, batting in Chennai has been really, really tough this season. So it's important not to take that with you if you go to other grounds, and just making sure that you keep coming to the game, preparing well, and hopefully adding some value into the top order. So I feel like when we've gone away in different conditions, we've batted better. And tonight, once again, was a little bit on the slow side of the wicket. It did help us that we were batting second and we knew how hard we had to go. But an experienced team that we are, we look forward to making innings in big matches, and Chennai over the years have played well in big matches. So as a unit, we're just focusing on whatever's happened in the past means nothing. Experienced players will come to the party eventually, and tonight we batted well. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's Indian cricket's best attribute at the moment. You've always had great spinners, you've always had fantastic batters, but Indian cricket didn't have a lot of fast bowlers. So I think the reason for that is it's IPL 1, but also, you're getting young bowlers coming through, and kids are looking at them and they're going, I want to be that guy. So kids are now looking at Bumrah going, I want to be him, and everyone's trying to bowl quick. And for the first time, coming to India, even playing in the IPL, every team has 1 or 2 Indian bowlers that can bowl quick. So that's another byproduct of the IPL, and it's why Indian cricket is so strong at the moment overseas as well. In the past, obviously when you come to India, you get spinning conditions, but now when India go overseas, they got fast bowlers, and that's why they do so well. Yeah, no, we're not trying. A simple message for us, and a role definition for us as a batting unit, is that if we don't lose wickets in the power play, you can look at our statistics. As a batting unit, we are better. If we lose a wicket in the first over, a wicket in the second over, then we've lost 3 or 4 in the power play, and then you blow our batting lineup away. A big strength of ours is our hitting capability towards the end. MS Dhoni is the best hitter in world cricket. You don't want to have him in at the 8th or the 9th over. You've got Jadeja, you've got Ridey, you've got Bravo. All these guys have got great expansive games, and we know that. So it's a strength of ours. So the start for us is not about runs, especially at the first 2 overs. Our role that we've spoken about in the team, especially myself and Wado, is just to make sure we get through that first 2 overs. Because if we don't lose wicket in that first 2 overs, then we play the power play better. If we lose 1 or 2, then we lose quite a bit of wickets, because obviously not all the batters are in the best form. We've been playing on a difficult wicket in Chennai. So for us, it's just about setting up to give those hitters a real good base, and then we get the target. So it is a game plan of ours.
Has the brief always been the same for you in this team as a bowler?
Yeah.
What is it? And second part, specifically about today, batting with Watson, was maybe trying to play inside in the
Yeah.
game, right? So taking toss.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously my career I've always batted 3 and 4. So the first time I really got an opportunity to open was with Chennai, because that's where the gap is. You know, Suresh has batted 3 since he was 18 for Chennai, and he's going to bat 3, I suppose, for a few more years. And then, you know, even Dhoni sometimes has batted 4 and 5. So the opportunity for me was to open the batting, especially after Hassi when he left. So I still think the South African team I bat 3. It's probably my best role there. So it's good for me to just grow my game and just bat in different circumstances. It's nice to play for Chennai. Obviously, the first couple of games I didn't start with the team, so just waiting to get a crack. And the second part of your question?
Today's partnership with Quint.
Yeah.
Where you sort of trying to be there and trying to play inside.
Yeah, well, the same thing as I said, the first 2 overs is just about, you know, if they bowl a bad ball, we'll obviously try and score the boundary, but it's not to take too much risk, especially in that first 2 overs. And then from overs 3 to 6, we're hoping that one of us will get on top of a bowler or 2 bowlers. And tonight I got a good over against Ishant, and that kick-started the power play. So that allows him to just take a couple of more balls. As I said, the nature of our whole batting lineup is we haven't been in our best form because we haven't been playing on a flat wicket all the time. So naturally, you're looking, you need a few more balls to hit the ball in the middle of the bat. But once you get through that, we generally score quicker. And you saw that innings that Shane Watson got 96. Once he gets through the power play, he becomes free and he plays really well. So that's a real strength of ours, just to get through that, and it frees up all the other players, Raidu, Dhoni, Bravo. They can just come in and be their expansive self. But if they come in early, the nature so far of the tournament is we've lost quite a bit of wickets.
Congrats on qualifying for the finals. One more Chennai Mumbai clash. So given that the team has lost to Mumbai twice this season, where do you think the team has to work on overplay side like Mumbai?
Yeah, I think Mumbai is a really well balanced side. They've probably been the best side throughout the league stages. So they will take a lot of confidence in the fact that they've beat us twice. But for Chennai, it's very simple. We don't focus on what's happened. We're a team that really focuses on the big games. That's when it brings the best out of us as players. There's a lot of experience in our team. So obviously it's a new game. We're going to have to try and beat a really, really strong Mumbai Indians team. But I think it's the 2 most powerhouse teams in the competition. You know, it's a real matchup. Chennai and Mumbai is always a big game. So hopefully it will be a really good final.